Hello everyone, it's Amy and welcome back for week 30 of Journaling on a Budget Starting Over. So last week we worked on, I thought that I could do all of the signatures, kind of do all the little finishing touches, but it takes longer than you think. So today we're going to try and finish the first signature. And so what we've already got done last week, we added our front book plate and put in a couple extra cards, I believe. So this page looks done to me, and this page also, I believe, is done. Does it need something? See, I want to leave a lot of writing space because really that's what they're for. And even if you don't want to write on those spaces, they're great for either you to add something or to add pictures to. So I don't want to do anything with that. This one I really like the way it is. Does it maybe need a little, maybe it needs a little butterfly right there because that's kind of just such a blank space. So let's look at, let's see here. Look at what kind of butterflies we have because I would want just a little flat one. And I do have these butterflies here in this area. They came from the Dollar Tree. And there's some homemade ones in here and all different sorts of things. But these ones are kind of done out of cardstock. I'm kind of looking for a pink one. A little pink one. I have my birds in here, birds and butterflies. And the birds just came out of a bird book that I had. That's too big. I'm not sure where the... That's a smaller pink one right there. What is this? Oh, that one's pretty big too. Let me see about... Oh, here's the other small one. They kind of come with a couple of smaller ones, a couple medium ones, and a large one. I don't know if they still have them anymore or not. But we've got that one. Or that one. And really, I think because I'd prefer to see the whole thing, I want to see that one. They do have a little extra white around the edges, but not very even. So I think, well, I have all of my distress inks out here. And I do not have, let's see here. I don't have any wipers. I thought that I had everything out, but I don't have any blending sponges. What do I have here that I could use? Well, I don't really see anything, so let's just try doing it this way. Yep, I thought, oh, if I need inks, I've got my inks out here. I got some lace out this time because last time I wanted lace, but I didn't have any of that out. Don't really like the way that that's working. Oh, I found a few sponges. We'll have to share them around if I use different colors, but that's much better. Just kind of want to cover up that white a little bit. It doesn't have to be completely covered, but just don't want it to be such a stark white. And this is kind of shiny paper, so the distress inks are only covering it a little bit anyways. Okay, let's put that aside. And then we'll just, no, I don't really want Fabri-Tac. I think I just want plain old tacky glue. And then that page to me will be finished, which actually I believe that I kind of considered it finished last week. So you never know, when you go through, you'll see different things that you want to maybe fill up a little space or something that you thought was good before. And that's what it's all about, just kind of going through and checking and rechecking. And this is not wanting to come out very well. Whoa, there's a lot of glue on that needle now. I'm going to spread it out so it doesn't squish all over the place. Grab my pressing board and give it a press. Yeah, I think it just needed that little extra something there. I like that now. Need to make some little booklets for inside the envelopes. That one looks good. This one looks good because the tag is much bigger and covers that extra space up. That one looks good. I still don't know what to do with this page because our feather came through a little bit. Definitely wanted to put some lace on there. So do we want to use colored? I think maybe colored lace. This is a very colorful book. So let's see what we've got here. This is my colored lace, and pretty much this all came from, China. So, ooh, perfect size right off the bat. I do like that. Might need something there. I'm not sure what though, but let's put this on. And I'm going to leave a little extra so that I can just cut it off at the top and bottom and make sure I have the right amount. And we'll use Fabri-Tac for that. And just maybe right down these little middle lines, leaving the outsides loose. Because I like things to have a little bit of movement to them. But I hope that you're all having a good day. Everything is going real well here. So just gonna put our Christmas tree up well, let me see. You'll see this next week. So by then we will have had our Christmas tree put up because we're going to do it this weekend. And so excited to put it up. We just haven't had a chance yet. It's easier to trim it from the back side so that you can see better what you're doing. Here we go. I really like that. And a pressing board just works so well. Right this, oh, you know what? I did pull out some stamps. I have one that says celebrate. Would it look funny if I do it sideways? I think that I'm going to do that. There. Do I want to do it in a color or do I want to do it in black? I think I'm going to do it in black stays on. And I'm going to take my pressing board. Whoops, there went a box of lace. Put it in here. There we go. Just a little closer to the top than the bottom. Hopefully it's pretty straight. Give it a chance to soak into the paper. I like that. So that looks like that. I really like the way that turned out. Alrighty. Always make sure that you cover up your StazOn and keep this piece. It's there to keep it from drying out. And I always store my StazOn upside down. You know, just make it so that it keeps that ink towards the front of your ink pad. Got a little fuzzy in there. Okay, this one I like just the way it is. That paper is so pretty. And this one is all done. And this one is done, except for maybe I thought about putting a paper clip on this side. I could have done a double paper clip where there's a clip on both sides. But I do think that I just have boxes and boxes that I throw things in when I'm working on a project, so that all the different things I have been using or doing are in that project. So these are some paper clips, and let's see, we've got kind of the peachy colors. Kind of like that pink one. But what about this one? Or this one? Wow, that paper clip is really tight. No, definitely not that one. Nope. This pink one is kind of pretty. No, I like that one. I don't know why, but that's the one that I like. So let's just put that on the other side. If I could find the edge of the paper. All right, I'm going to put it on this side then. There we go. That covers up the paper clip from the other side. Gives that page some interest without covering it up. And the purple goes with the purple in this edge piece here. Maybe that's why I was liking that. I didn't notice it to begin with, but I was thinking about lace for here. Let's see. I think it needs to be a wider lace. Not pink, because that's orange. What about orange? That's kind of just too orange. What about, here's kind of a peachy pink, but it's more peach than, same color as the back page. So that hardly shows up. Kind of looking at those colors. What about some brown? Oh, I kind of like the brown, but it's a little too dark. Let me see. I put the brown. Offset the pink. Oh, I think I like that. All right, so I'm going to cut those a little bit long. And then do I want to offset the little bumps like that? Or do I want them lined up? Like that. I think I like them like that, lined up. So I'm going to put a little bit of Fabri-Tac down the center of this one. Then we'll just line those up. That's another good reason to have it cut a little extra long. So depending on how it winds up on each end, I've still got enough. Yeah, I like the way that looks. Cut a nice straight line on here. I'm going to line that up with the edge. So that looks good. So now I'm just going to put some more Fabri-Tac on here. And I think that this page will be done, except we can put some tags in there, which will probably do like some tags, and we need a booklet for our envelopes. So I think that probably I will like do those one day instead of trying to do them while I'm finishing off the pages. Make sure that it's straight. Where's my pressing board? What did I do with it? No, did I set it? No, it's not under there. Oh, here it is. Give that a good press. Yeah, I like the way that looks. I'm going to turn this around so that I can... Oops, I glued it to the pressing board. Wipe that off. Do I want to wrap that around? No, I don't like it with that page at all, because that page is more blues. There we go. Set that aside. You can use that for a paperclip snippet. There we go. Where's my fold at? I'm off a little bit from the fold. Maybe I can slide it just a little bit so that it's kind of not quite to the edge on both sides. There. I like the way that that looks too. And I wonder if it needs something there. Not sure. Well, for now, what about a flower? We've got flowers here. Let's see. Let's see what we have for flowers. We've got all sorts of things in it. This one I got in a Happy Meal from someone a long time ago. And I want to say that I appreciate all of you that I have gotten some questions, you know, like to send me Happy Meal. But I have so many things that really, you know, I would prefer if you could find someone who's just starting out and either exchange Happy Meal with them or send them some Happy Meal, because, you know, it makes it so much nicer for somebody who really doesn't have a whole bunch of stuff to get something to use in their crafting versus someone like me who's been crafting since I was a child. And ooh, that one's got a little blue flower in the middle of it. I'm going to save that one out for the other page. Might maybe want to put that on there. But yeah, I think it's when I first started, because I really didn't do much in the way of paper art, and so it was really fun, like getting different papers and all of that type of thing. I don't like the brown on that one, even though there's brown there. I don't like it. So no. No. So yeah, I think it's very sweet of you to offer. And I really, really appreciate it. But I think it would just be wonderful if you could send it to someone who doesn't have a lot in their stash to help them build their stash up. If you'd like to send something, a card would be wonderful. You know, just a card or a tag or something, so that, you know, if you want to send something. But, you know, lots of extras. I just have so many right now. Some kind of a flower. That's another one that I made a long time ago. You make them and you just throw them in your projects. I'm going to leave that one out too for the blue side. I'm going to leave that out too. No, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't need anything. Let's open this up. That's kind of cute. Looks like it's coming up out of here. But not the right thing. I think for now, we're going to say that that's done. Maybe a little bling down the center or something. All right, the blue page. Now, on this page, I did put some washi across the bottom. And let's see. What do we have for washi tape? Oh, we do have some of this in blue. Let's see what this looks like. This is our paper tape that we made at the beginning of the series. Yeah, I think I like that. It kind of, just trying to line it up across the bottom. It kind of goes with this bit of our handmade washi tape here. And then it's the blue for the blues, so that kind of just makes it all go together. Let's trim that off. No, I don't. I was wondering if maybe I wanted to wrap it around, but definitely not. I wasn't planning on leaving that on that page. But I think I'm going to. I think that looks pretty cool. Now I have made this with the rubber bands so that I can take these pages out if I want to. So with those two being glued together, I don't care for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in and I'm going to just cut the tape there. There we go. Press it down and press it down. There. Now it lines up very nicely, but I don't, I can still take the pages out if I want to. Okay, so we've got the flowers on here. What if we did the flowers on here? Kind of make these pages match a little bit, do them in blue. And I do have my stencils out still. Yep, here they are. So I could do that in blue. And I think Broken China, it's kind of a turquoisey blue, would be a good color to use. That's the color we used around the edge of this one. And I'll use one of the sponges that doesn't have anything on it yet. Just trying to figure out how it fits on my tag the best. I believe this is permanent ink, I'm pretty sure. And I'm going to put my pressing board under there. So I have something to push against, or I, could just actually take it right out. Just going to give it a quick look. Yeah, the turquoise does look pretty on there. Kind of want to just go to the edge of my pocket. I do think turquoise and peach look really good together. That is something I do like. My daughter likes turquoise and orange, which, they're kind of the same. I like the way that looks. All right, so now I need to fill in the gaps. And I don't want to do too much stenciling over top of what's there. So I'm just kind of lifting that up to see. There, that looks nice. And then maybe we can find some blue ribbon to go across the top, like we did. What did I do with my lid? I'm just losing things like crazy today. Let's see. So we did brown and peach on the other side. There's a blue. I wonder what it would look like if we did brown and blue on this side. Oh, this blue's not quite the same as, it has a different pattern on it. See if I've got one with the same pattern. Nope. I thought I had 2 boxes of colored ribbon out here, but oh, here it is. Let's see if I have one here. That's just a little one. Right down the center of the brown. See what that would look like. Instead of offsetting them, a bit of a skinnier blue one. I'm going to stop sticking them back in the plastic bags. I always stick them back when I'm done, and it's just very noisy. What about just... Yeah, it's kind of the same, kind of different. Except this beginning portion right here is a little folded over, so I'm gonna just cut that off. And then cut it a little bigger than I need. And then I think that page will be done. So first things first, let's glue these 2 together. And we're getting very close to having this done. Well, I say very close, but let's see, what are we? Middle of December, getting towards the end of December. probably finish up sometime in January. Because things always take a little longer than you think they're going to take. And that's totally fine. You just enjoy the process. And don't even think about how long it's taking, because you just have to remember, are you enjoying doing it? Because that's the whole point. Not trying to like rush through to get something done. I mean, I will auction this journal off when it's done. But I'm not sure how long. Well, let's see. This is week 30, so it's been almost 8 months. It'll be over 8 months. And, you know, since we started. But the point wasn't to get to the end to auction it off. The point was to just all of us just have fun together and to enjoy myself as I'm doing this. There we go. Try and make sure that I'm over to the edge this time. Not too far though. Make sure it's straight across the top. Don't press it to the pressing board. Just to the edge of the paper. There we go. And I like that, the way that looks too. Yeah, I think that those look good. Alrighty, now this page, we're leaving. And then the envelope, we're going to make some booklets for that. This page has got a lot of writing space. It's got this beautiful leaf on here. This page also has a real pretty leaf here. I think that that looks good. Does it need a little something across the bottom? I don't know. Let's see. We open this up. It opens up. You're going to want to be able to write down there. I think that maybe it needs just a little bit of maybe a purple, a thin one. This one looks like it might be a good color. Sorry for all the crinkles in this video. At least this is a very, very flat ribbon. So if we put that on the bottom, it gives it a little interest. It won't make it too hard to write on. And I think that that would be just a good added touch. Just kind of go down these little flowers. And you don't have to have the Fabri-Tac, even though this is lace. I'm only using it because it dries fast. And I can just continue on to the next page. There we go. Oops. Maybe want to wrap that around there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. That looks cute. Just that little added something. And this is coming down here. So just a little tab on the page there. Yeah, that looks good now. All right, now definitely This one definitely needs a lot. And that is our last page, because this last page I am definitely leaving empty. And, you know, this page has got this. But I'm not sure. This one I'm not sure I will leave empty. We'll have to decide. But this one I am, because I think that that's a really good writing spot. So we pretty much have this left to go. And I have to decide what is it that we really want to do there. Do we want more lace? Let's see what the other one looks like. I'm going to just kind of do another quick flip through. I do this quite often when I'm finishing things up, is to just kind of see the types of things that I have, plus just to make sure, as I'm thinking about the other, to make sure that I've kind of got the other pages where I think I want them. Booklets for those. Oh, another whole page that we have to decide on. I know what I was thinking on this one. I was thinking that a fabric flip would look really pretty on that one. Oh, there isn't another exact opposite because that was just a legal size piece of paper. But I thought I had another one that was like that. This one is kind of like that. Did a little stamping on here and lace on there. But maybe this one needs some stamping on here and lace on here because this is too skinny to stamp on. And then here, what do I have for stencils? Maybe, or maybe even some stenciling in this area. Let's see. Or what do we have for... Yeah, I don't like, and these are too dark, which normally these are my go-to colors, but for some reason, I did this one very bright. I'm enjoying it. It's good to kind of step out of your comfort zone sometimes. All right, so let's see about what stencils do I have out here. So I'm thinking about maybe doing some stamping here. Maybe I'll stamp here. I still think I'm going to stencil here. I'm thinking that these dragonflies would be really quite cute. Yeah, I think that might be just what it needs. And then if we put a little bit of lace here, and I've got some nice affirmation stamps here that can go on this pocket. But I like these. I'm going to do that in what color? Do I want to... I have a purple that's kind of a dark purple, but if I don't press real hard, it might be a little lighter because I think that would tie it in with this. It would tie it in with this, and we won't be all pink over here because I was thinking about doing the lace in pink. So let's try it. That's all we can do, and hope that it works out okay. If not, we fix it. All right, so I'm going to do this one to see where my line is there. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Right, so then maybe do this one this way. Can't quite see the edge of my paper here. I think that's in the right spot. Remember to just press lightly so it's not super dark. This one is, I'll tell you in just a second what this color is. nice. Is it coming through the other side? Oh, it's not hardly coming through the other side either, so that's good. One more. So we did this one and this one. And let's do this one. Be real careful on this one because the areas are much more open, so I won't have to press as hard to get down between them. Now the one thing I can do is if it winds up soaking through the other side, because it's a stencil, I could take the stencil and flip it over, and that would be mirror image, and then I could put it on where it soaked through and then stamp it, you know, ink it there, and then you wouldn't notice. These really didn't come through much at all, so I don't think there's a necessity to have those on the other side, but I like that there. Okay, so then the question is, okay, this is Dusty Concord. Now we need a piece of lace. Now the question is pink or purple? No, that's too much purple. Okay, let's grab our booklet out here. Put it in there. Put my stencil back in its folder. And look at our pinks. It does look good with the pink, but that's a little bit wide. So let me see if I have any thinner. This one is thinner. I don't really care for that one. Here's another thin one. Again with the crinklies. I don't really mind the crinkle though. When I hear people like opening things, it doesn't really bother me. It's actually kind of like, ooh, new package. I don't know if I need them more. This is very muted. It looks nice, but I don't know if I want that or if I want the brighter pink. Let's bring this pink back up here again. I think it needs the brighter pink. And so what I'm going to do, because this is too wide and this is kind of like doubled, you know, like it's a mirror image of itself, so I can do one of two things. Either fold it over and put it on like that, or I can just cut it right down this center line. I think I'm going to fold it over. So first things first, I'm going to cut it a little long. And then I'm going to glue it to here first, because I think then I can just fold it down and it will, I think the glue will come through enough to hold the top layer down. I'm just going to kind of go right down the center so I don't wind up with a bunch of glue on the outside of my lace. There we go. Question is, do I want it this way or this? I think that I want it this way. Let's put it on there straight. And that is not really gluing it down very well, so I will put a little bit on here. There, I like that. Okay, flip it over and come in from the back. And there we go with that. I like the way that that looks. Yeah. Do I need to edge that page? And if I edged it, would I edge it in purple or pink? I think it does need to be edged, and I'm thinking that the purple's kind of dark. It's more of an accent, so I'm thinking I'm going to edge it in pink. And also stamp it. I'm not going to tell you that I lost my pressing board again, because I definitely need my pressing board to stamp there, so I get a nice stamp. I can't believe this. Seriously. Okay, you all can probably see right where it's at. It's not in there. Oh, I threw it way over across the table. All right. So first things first. And actually, if I couldn't find my pressing board, I could have taken that page out and just laid it flat on my table too. Need to get rid of this. I should have done that right away when I was done with it. Alrighty. I have Believe, Hope, and Dream, and I think I want to use all of them. Like that right there. And now again, it's always my biggest fear when I stamp, is if it's going to come out okay. Put this one right next to the edge of my paper here, and I'm going to line them up. So this one I lined up right on the corner of my paper. So if I line these ones up with this edge of my paper and this other one with the corner, they should hopefully be good. Hopefully. All right, now that one's got a little spot there. And what I can do with that, it's missing a little bit. And I can use a black marker to go ahead and fix it later. Oh, actually, all right, so I'm going to put Dream on the other end and Believe in the middle, because I want to try and center it. So I want this, I want the two ends done first. I didn't think of that. This one almost seems like it's going to be a little high. But that's the way it fits on the block. I don't know why I tap it so much. And put that one there. Just looking, I was just looking to see if I have a permanent black pen here, but I do not. Okay. Whoops. And that looks good. Okay, now, a little bit of pink edging. And I think we'll do the tattered rose. I'm going to pull it out just a little bit. It's not a real pinky pink. It's kind of more of a dusky pink. That's okay, because it does tone the page down maybe just a little bit, because it is so bright. Okay, put that back where it belongs, Amy. Okay, so I like that. Let me see. I'm just kind of thinking that I have that pink along the edges. And maybe I should bring it in a little here. Maybe just like a little line of these. But I'm also thinking maybe I'm going to try... Close that one up. I'm going to try the worn lipstick. It's a little bit more red, but it's really red, I think. Give me piece of paper. It is red, but that's a pretty bright pink. I think I am going to try putting this on here. We'll keep our fingers crossed. Because that other one I just don't really care for. Yeah, this is better. And there we go. And then maybe just, let's see. I think I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do it on the bottom too. It just seemed like it really needed that. I'm just kind of doing it lightly, so it's not real in your face, but it's there. Yeah, I like that. There, and then you've got your pretty dragonflies underneath. So there we go. All right, I think that we have kind of finished our first section. We've got our tags here that can be written on. Our beautiful feathers there. I love that feather stencil. And then on our second page, we have our flip up and a writing spot. And if you want to, another writing spot or photo place. We have another writing spot or photo place. And this is very plain. It's got kind of the geometrical shapes there. So what if we put these little circles? They're geometrical shapes also across the bottom. And we'll do it in that same worn lipstick, because it has to show up on the red, so pink is not gonna, or the red will show up on the pink, but pink's not gonna show up on the pink. Yeah, just a little something, and we'll do it across the top also. Grab my pressing board because there's a bunch of stuff up there. Just put it on lightly. There. Yeah, that finishes off that page. That page didn't feel finished, but I wanted it to stay like that with the pretty border and a nice large spot. And then on this one, we've got our butterfly, pretty stencil. That looks good. We're going to make a booklet to put inside our envelope. These look good. This one might need a little something. I'm not sure what. I like the way that that one looks. And that one. So on this one, the only thing we have is, oh yeah, I wanted to do a fabric flip on that page. So I'm thinking these pages look really good. We need some inside here. We've got our 2 pockets. So we need to put tags in there. We have our 2 pockets here. We need to put tags in there. I don't think I'm going to stencil across the front of this one because I like it the way it is. Those pages are done. We need a booklet for here. That page is done. That page is done. That page is done. I don't think I'm doing anything to the back cover or the back of that signature. So I think we need to do a fabric flip in here. And I think that's about it. So we will do that the next time that we come back. I'll go find some fabric that will look nice on that page. And then we'll also start in our second section and get that one started to be finished off also. So thank you very much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. And I hope that you all have an outstanding day. Bye-bye.